Hello. Hello. What's going on out there? I am just trying to make a little dinner. And your surprise is that I'm going to cook you some yummy dinner. Very yummy. If you eat all your dinner like a big girl. Hello, 1409 podcast. I'm just going to make me a little stir fry. Make a little dinner. I'm hungry. I've been running around all day. And I want to treat myself to a nice home-cooked meal. I like to experiment in the kitchen. Sometimes it's a mixture or a combination of a recipe that I might have looked at and either I had all the ingredients or I decided to remix the ingredients anyway. Sometimes I take recipes with meat in them and I remix them to vegan dishes. And that's fun. See what kind of taste I can come up with it being delicious, and then try and feed it to some meat eaters. So right now, I had to take that out of here. That doesn't belong in the kitchen.
No, I don't want to take it out of here. This is my turn.
So I'm going to work with some things that I had in my kitchen when I went to the store. Most of the times I just try to buy the basics and have my staples so that I can create different meals with what I have. So this bag of asparagus stir fry. And the other thing is I don't like being in the kitchen for long periods of time. So broccoli Normandy. Put it all in here.
All in here. Can I help you cook?
And
Mommy, can I help
cleaned
you
it
cook?
off a little bit.
Mommy, can I still help you cook?
Not yet, honey.
Oh.
Go watch your fun movie unless you want me to turn it off.
No! Don't turn it off.
I have a very dramatic daughter.
Don't turn it off anymore. No, Mommy, can't turn it
I guess
off like that.
probably most 3-year-olds are dramatic. So I'm just peeling the skin off this garlic because this is the only way that I know. If you got any tips on how to peel and cut garlic, I'm all for it. So I love garlic in my stir fry. I really love garlic in everything. I just feel like it brings the flavor to everything. Before I had just been cutting it with this paper on there, but then I'm always picking the paper out. So I decided to not do it backwards this time and see what's going on. Okay. I love quick meals. This hopefully is the longest part or the most tedious. Okay, so I think I got pretty much all the paper out the way. Alrighty. So I'm going to use my little trash bag there. Okay. I also had this bok choy that I almost forgot to make. Spray these babies down. Clean them off. My background music. break this down. And get all this. So I am going to put this in here and I'm going to rinse it off. Really don't have to rinse it off when you have this other stuff, but I meant to pre-rinse. Okay, thank you for the song. Rinse out what was in here. You know, dirt likes to hide. So I'll rinse that dirt off. I guess I might as well just rinse this again. Alright. So that away. Okay, so I have the majority of my vegetables.
Yep.
And I am going to.
Yep.
You're so loud right now.
Yep.
Cut up my garlic.
Yep.
Small as I can. And I'm actually going to turn on my skillet. I put a little water in here instead of coconut oil first. And I'll let it cook down. And I have some coconut oil I'm going to add in there just to give it a little flavor. I'm multitasking. I have a 3-year-old using my leg as a slide. Is that what you're doing? Hi, Kimmy. Thanks for joining. I'm making a little stir fry, and I'm trying to just use everything I have here because I'm not going back out to the store. Normally when I go to the store, I try and just buy staples of things. And if I know there's a specific recipe that I might want to try, then I'll try and get those ingredients. But I normally like to buy things that I can make several meals from because I don't like to unnecessarily go to the store plenty of times, not over and over again. So if I can get everything in one swoop, that's my kind of shopping spree. So I want to walk around all day smelling other people's germs. And I hate when I have to go back. And it's not that cold here in Vegas, but it is getting a little chilly. But once you get home after running around all day, who wants to leave back out? Not me. So I am no chef. I actually grew up not loving the kitchen. I was always outside playing because I came from a big family. And my sisters cooked. And I just had to set the table. And I complained about that too. But I started cooking for myself because I was diagnosed with lupus in 2013. And all my sisters also have had fibroid surgery. And I didn't want to go through that. So I started looking up things that you should do, natural remedies for fibroids. And a lot of it said no red meat, cutting out sugars and fats. And when I looked up the stuff for lupus, it said a lot of the same things. So I got sick. And I didn't know what was going on. It just felt like my body was shutting down. And my doctor told me actually that I almost went into toxic shock. I think that's what it was called. And where's my onion? I thought I put it out so I wouldn't be running around looking for it. And I did. So because of that, it really became interesting to me. I just kept reading, and the more I learned, the more I changed my diet. So when I got sick, I didn't really I wasn't craving going back to meat. I said, let me try to just give myself some vegetables. And, my plan was to just start with vegetables, give myself the nutrients that I need, and then I would slowly add back meat in. Never added back meat in. And that was in 2013, I believe. And so I never was the cook. Even when I got my first apartment, I was always at my sister's house, and her husband did the cooking. And then when I got with my guy, he always did the cooking. So I had it easy for a while, and so it was like learning all over again. But then it became fun. Actually, I started enjoying it, and I actually started enjoying it more than their food most of the time. Just the vegetables and cooking with realizing how much flavor that you get from just the onions. I never really used to look at onions as a vegetable, but it qualifies as a vegetable. So I try to, with all my meals, start with the basic vegetables, and getting my onions. I'm gonna cut my finger off on that one. And I'm getting better at this chopping thing too. Even though you just almost saw me cut my finger off, don't pay attention to that. That would be bad live. My daughter is also a parakeet. So when I say I have to watch my mouth, she repeats everything, man. I can't get away with nothing. Oh, see? Had that on too long. A little water that I told you I was letting simmer. Grab it again. That in there. Let it cook down while I cut my onions up. And let's see. I'll put this in there. Kimmy, I don't know if you saw. Hi, Harmonious Hands with Tiffany. I'm making a stir fry, the quick version. So I had 2 bags, so I can get a little broccoli. What's this? Broccoli, carrots, and cauliflower. And this one is asparagus, cauliflower, yellow squash, celery, onions, and mushrooms. That's another thing I started liking, mushrooms. I didn't really, I used to hate them. I'm like, ew, that slimy thing, why would anybody want to eat it? But I do love it in everything. I know, I'm putting it in the stir fry. So I'm going to, I put it all in a bowl and cleaned it with my produce cleaner. I'm gonna actually add the bok choy in there and come back to that. So for now, let's get these onions that are burning my eyes. How do you guys cut yours up when you're cutting stuff? Yes, I know. Yes, mushrooms. It's so many recipes I want to try with the mushrooms that I keep seeing different ones, but I have to go to the Asian market to get the ones that I really want to try, to do like different versions of pulled pork. I've experimented with that because right now, normally for substitutes, I use jackfruit almost for everything. But jackfruit has kind of a bitter taste. You have to always season it with something sweet to balance it out. So I haven't used it in a lot of dishes, but I thought about using it in this, but I wanted to do something quick and I didn't feel like frying it. So for now, I cut up my garlic. Bless you. I cut up my garlic. Why don't you go relax and get some rest? Oh, play is gonna make you feel better? Yeah. She's an actress. Yes, you've tried jackfruit? Yay! Every time I say jackfruit, people are like, what is that?
I already feel better.
Oh, that's so good. Yes, I love jackfruit. Do you buy the whole jackfruit or do you buy the can? I bought the whole one time and it went bad so fast on me. Well, I can't say it was fast. I let it sit too long. I started with the bags of jackfruit. They were already seasoned, but you don't really get a lot in there. And I never really liked the flavor, so I'm always doctoring it up. And if I can get as close to raw as possible, I like to do that. So I normally get this can of jackfruit. One is pretty good for me. I know it's a struggle, but it's like a goal of mine to try to make it one day. But this is just so much more convenient. And I don't like to stay in the kitchen long. The fun for me is making a quick meal that, yeah, it was new to me. But when I found it, I didn't find the whole thing first. I found the bag of seasoned jackfruit, and then I found the can, and then I found the big thing of jackfruit. So this is my onions and my what is this? Garlic. So I'm gonna put this in here, and I just put water in here first, and I'm gonna add some coconut oil. So I want to get my healthy fats in, and so do you like jackfruit? I had to play with it for a while, and I realized I kind of have it down to a science now. I always add cinnamon or some allspice to it, and that kind of gets it right. When I'm making barbecue jackfruit, I'll do the smoked barbecue seasoning, just stuff. Hey, T's taste buds. I'm over here trying to make a little stir fry. Just got in and I'm trying to make a quick meal. So I got me some bok choy, and I had some frozen bags of vegetables that I have in this bowl, because I'm not trying to be here all day. The longest part is just cutting this up. Ooh, I know it was good in the pulled pork recipe. Oh, you did do the pulled pork with the jackfruit? Yeah, I was gonna try that. My girl on here, T's Taste Buds, that's the real chef. She don't mind staying in the kitchen and making. She'll cook you up a whole meal and bring it to your house and deliver it. But I'm always cooking last minute. Already. Bad connection. Sorry, cut out. I know, I love bok choy, and that's the other thing about why I love cooking, because I learned so much about my taste buds on what I like. Bok choy just brings so much juice to the recipe. Like, it's wow. I know I always used to eat it in my Thai food, but I never even thought about looking for it at the store. But when I did, I was putting bok choy in everything. And then I forgot to buy it recently. Just started buying it again. Actually, this is recent, because I hadn't in a while. So I'm going to, yes, and the crunch. I know. And for me, it balances out, because when I'm eating vegetarian food, I love the crunch of the vegetables. I don't like to have them overcooked. I don't want them too soft. I like a little crunch. So I'm always trying to put some texture in there just to balance it out. So, because I hate to just feel like I'm just chewing mush. Even with soups, I like a little, let me chew on something. I still got my teeth for now. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do is, once I cut this bok choy, and I bought some spring rolls to go with it, and I forgot we smashed on those earlier this week, so we won't be having that, and I told her. But this is going to go good, because I already got some brown rice, and actually, so for now, I'm going to add my bok choy. And I don't know if you can see this. I just love the the greenery.
Greenery.
You know, my mama always told me, make sure your food has some color to it. And it turns out she was right, because we are always encouraged to eat the rainbow. You need to have a bunch of colors, and that's how you know you're getting a bunch of different nutrients in your body from different sources, because each vegetable has its own set of nutrients that it's going to give you. So to make sure you get that variety in, you're excused.
I'm getting the balls.
Okay, so scoop back. So this is kind of what it's gonna, got all my vegetables, and now I'm going to, so I also like to use this. Normally I buy the cubes. It's buoyant, adds a little flavor. But I saw this and I was like, oh, this might last a little longer. But I went through it so fast because it's kind of a different texture. It's sticky, but I wanted to scrape out the last little bits and add some flavor to it. To everything. It sure wasn't much. I'm going to add some coconut oil. Oh, you guys can't even see my. Can you see?
I want to see it, Mommy. I want to see the food. Can you pick me up so I can see it?
Check it out. Yummy, all right? It's gonna be so good, huh? My daughter's very dramatic. So I also, okay, can you please not be so loud right now? Hello. Thank you. So the other thing is, when I'm cooking, I like to think of it as nourishment. What do I need in my body? If my bones were achy, if I had if I wasn't feeling good, how can I get the inflammation down? So that's why I like to load up on the vegetables. Your daughter's dramatic too. Is she a 3-year-old going on 4? So I like to think of inflammation because most diseases are based on some form of inflammation. So I like to, when I cook, I like to think of things that are going to get my inflammation down. Ginger is one of those things. I like to buy the raw ginger, but I like this when I'm doing stir fries because I'm not peeling it as much. I do love it, but this is just a little more convenient right now. 9 going on 16. Oh yeah, I guess that was me too. My mom always told me that. So have you guys used ginger? Because I like a lot of ginger.
I like butter too.
Do you like a lot of ginger too? I use it a lot of times in place of my pepper because I like that it gives me a little pepper, spiciness to it.
Spicy, too spicy.
So my turmeric,
Spicy.
and I also a lot of times I use this. Well, not a lot of times, all the time I use it in my little tea. This might not look great in this little bottle, but I was driving around with it, and I like to my allergies bother me when I'm riding around, so I like to keep concoctions with me that I can just, knock it out quick. Let's see. What else do I want to add in there? Oh, I do like, I love to use smoked paprika, but the last time I went to the store, they didn't have the small bottle that I wanted. And they only had this huge bottle that I didn't need right then. So this stuff is so strong that you don't need a lot of it. This liquid smoke. But it gives it a little more, I don't want to say meaty flavor, but a deeper texture, a rich texture. And of course, apple cider vinegar. If you look on the bottle, I think it tells you everything it does. Is this the bottle? Maybe it's on the inside. But I just love it as a daily thing that you have. I add it in my teas, and helps with your digestive system. So I like to get that in there. And I like to cook with my CBD because it also helps with inflammation. So double duty there. Just gonna add a little bit. I don't need a lot. I like the Flavor King because it gives me a little spice, but not too much. Just a little bit. Don't need a lot of it because the flavor in itself is pretty rich. And so now I want to try to mix this all up. Oh, sorry guys. I don't cook with a lot of salt because I know that we rely, our taste buds get so used to salt, and it's killing a lot of us because we're so used to it. I still want it to have flavor though, without the high blood pressure, the inflammation, and everything attached to the salt. So, see, you guys want to see how it's coming along. It's just been simmering, and now I'm gonna let it fry and turn up the heat a little more. Let it do its thing, and let me do a quick little test.
But Mommy, that scares me.
What scares you?
Cooking scares me.
Cooking scares you, Peyton?
Yeah, that scares me.
Pretty good. It's so juicy. So, what I want to do now is, I really should have did my rice first. So, what I'm going to do is switch this over here. And now, for the rice, I'm going to try and make my stir fry. Make my rice. Put a little coconut oil in there. And add my rice. And normally I use this soy-free amino acids that Bragg's makes. But I completely forgot to buy more when I was at the store. I'm so used to having it. I am going to add some more culinary oil to my rice. Let's see if we can, I'm going to practice on this rice. I haven't mastered the rice down. I just try to brown it a little bit. And then I'm going to just add it to the vegetables. And I probably should turn back on. But that's pretty much all I'm gonna do. Like I said, I thought I had some spring rolls. I thought me and my baby was going to Chinatown tonight, but we're close enough. So all I did was asparagus stir fry. This one is broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. The asparagus stir fry has green beans, carrots, yellow squash, celery, mushrooms, and that's normally pretty good. I've been buying a lot of frozen stuff lately since COVID because you just don't know what's going on. So I like to just get what I can and freeze it and let it be conveniently packed away in my freezer. So I don't think this needs to cook long. But that's my version of my stir fry. So I'm going to grab my plate and her bowl, or both of our bowls, pretty much. And I'll add a little bit of Himalayan salt. And go from there. Like I said, I don't like to overcook it, but these were still a little frozen. So let's see, we got so I'm just gonna mix these two. You check this out. This is my stir fry. We're pretty much done. I'm just gonna plate it, and that's it. Normally I just try and get as many vegetables as I can in. So I was gonna mix this in there, but I think that instead of doing that, I'm going to add a little, let's see, I wonder if I have the other version of the soy sauce. I don't. No soy sauce. Well, that means I wasn't supposed to have soy anyway. That's why I like to buy the other one, the liquid aminos. That's what it's called. So, here we go. Show you what I got. I'm just gonna hook myself up. So that's her plate. And I'm going to, it's a lot of rice. I really don't need that much rice. It's too much. Carried away. I'm hungry. And then I'm going to get myself some vegetables and some mushrooms. And I wish I had bought more mushrooms because I forgot they don't really put a lot in there. But that's my meal. Quick and easy. Thanks for staying and hanging out with me for a little bit. What are you guys cooking tonight? I hope you're not slaving too much in the kitchen unless you love it. That's your thing. You might love it. I like a quick meal. I have been running around all day. So I wanted to relax. I wanted to be able to sit down. Me and my baby are going to watch Jingle Jangle for the 50th time. And actually, she found a new movie, so maybe... Not Jingle Jangle? Okay. Well, cool. We'll check out a new movie tonight. I'm going to add a little to my meal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's about 10 milligrams. And I think I want a little more spice. Like that. And that's it. I'm done. Thank you. Thanks for bringing me the shea butter. Alright guys, I am off. We are going to grub because I is hungry. So enjoy the rest of your night. Happy Monday. This is our last Monday of the year. Bye.